So hope everyone is feeling up and awake and ready to get into the session. To begin with, we could just introduce ourselves and then get into the session. I'm Nritya. I work with an organization called Purpose, and we are creating a network of communicators called Hands of Transition. The idea of Hands of Transition and why we are creating a communicators network is to bridge the gap between civil society, policymakers, think tanks, by thinking about the very critical role that communicators play today. Communicators range from digital to traditional to mainstream to content creators to anyone who influences 100 to 10 million in India. So the reason why we are here today is to really think about narratives when it comes to land and land. And we don't know anything, we're just facilitating the session today and you all are experts in the room. So we'll guide you through how the session goes, but the idea is that hope you will not sit next to your friend, you will gain new connections, new networks, new insights and ideas from the knowledge that is in the room. That's a little bit about me.
So, before I guess get started with my introduction, I think this is going to be a bit of work and shock. So, पहले हम थोड़ा, how many of you are comfortable with Hindi? Only Hindi? सिर्फ हिंदी? कोई लोग हैं यहाँ पे?
हिंदी.
Okay, सिर्फ हिंदी, ठीक है. बाकी बाकी everyone is a bit of mix of English and Hindi. So we'll mix languages right, so that सबका एक साथ करें. So मेरा नाम वेंकी रामचंद्रन है. I run an organization called Rishi.System. I work largely with agri entrepreneurs to address some of the structural challenges, what I call as agri-tech ecosystem engineering. थोड़ा complicated शब्द है. इसमें हम लोग अक्सर एग्रीप्रेन्योर्स के साथ किस प्रकार के चेंजेस, कलेक्टिव चेंजेस को ला सकते हैं, उस पर काम करते हैं. So इसमें हम बहुत सारे एक्टिविटीज करते हैं where we focus on ecosystem viewpoints. We do a lot of community-driven activities. We run one of the largest community of agri entrepreneurs. And साथ में we also do work with a lot of the government and policy, both in DPI and AgriStack, and we do work with them to enable a lot of collective changes. So ये छोटा सा introduction है. यहाँ पर we are collaborating with the Hands of Transition, where we are going to rethink how do we look at the whole question of narratives.
I think we've already spoken about this, that at Hands of Transition we see a big role of communities like yourselves, communities that you all continue to work with to champion, bring out your narratives, your stories at the forefront. And there's a short video that I will play right now. So we have a very packed agenda for today. We have an icebreaker. I hope everyone has gotten a post-it or two. We are just sending this across. अगर एक या दो रख के आगे pass कर सकते हैं. Then we have Venki talking us through the push and pull of systems and narratives. What shapes narratives? Do narratives shape systems? Do systems shape narratives? And what is this interlocked piece that we are all in? Then we will do a little bit of group work, which is going to be uncovering the narratives. In this, we will walk you through the idea that we have. Then we will be uncovering the systems within the narratives, and we will do a group share back and close it. So it's very fun. So these are just a few ground rules to get us started. ये कुछ हमारे लिए नजरिया रखने के लिए है. That we value each one's perspective. It's a mixed group. So there are people here who are communicators. Who are communicators here? Media communicators. Okay, quite a few.
कौन से लोग इधर सरकार से काम करते हैं? सरकार. Who all work with the government apparatus?
Okay.
In land and climate context. Okay.
Policy, think tanks, researchers, quite a bit. So it's a mixed group. What we believe is that you all bring an intersectionality of expertise here. So जब हम groups में बैठेंगे, so we are going to listen to each other, hear each other's perspective. The idea is to not have an answer which is a yes and a no, because what we are looking at is quite complex. Be honest, be kind. It's a lot to expect, but we will all try. We will follow the process, and if we plan to take any photographs, then just ask for consent and be mindful of what we are capturing and how. So these are just a few ground rules to get us started. So as we begin, the first question for you all is, and आप इसे बहुत लोग प्री वर्कशॉप में रहे होंगे, आज सुबह सेशंस में रहे होंगे टेक्निक से काम किया। जब हम कहानियाँ देखते हैं, when we look at stories in the media when it comes to land, climate, energy transition, ये सारे भी बहुत सारे words हैं। What we don't want to see in media कि कोई ऐसा शब्द है जो हमें frustrate करता है कि हम ये नहीं देखना चाहते, ये बदल जाना चाहिए, हम ये नहीं देखना चाहते। तो if you all can just write it with our name on the post. It could be a phrase, it could be a word,
Anything
it
that
could
triggers
be an
you.
idea.
Only one?
One. Or you can write 2, 3 and make a list. If there is a list, please make a list.
The idea is to actually see what triggers you, so that we actually work on that part, because that's where any part of working on narratives will actually involve on. सबके पास है post-its?
Pens, pencils, there are quite a few stationery materials available.
Pen.
You just come in.
The word and
Your name and what is that one word? One word, in your word.
जिन्होंने लिख दिया ऑलरेडी, हम आई थिंक एक बोर्ड पे लगाना शुरू कर सकते हैं और ओके एंड आई स्टार्ट रीडिंग ऑल्सो सो इट गिव्स पीपल अ पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ व्हाट हैज़ कम अप। लैंड एक्विजिशन, एविक्शन। लैंड एक्विजिशन और एविक्शन को हिंदी में क्या बोलेंगे?
Carbon and green.
We don't want
Topical
to see
words.
carbon and green. Loss of livelihood because of climate change. Pollution, deforestation, climate. Increase in climate, I think. Climate change. Climate change नहीं देखना चाहते.
Factor of production.
climate loss, कोई भी loss.
Loss. Loss नहीं देखना चाहते. Crop loss.
Sustainable शब्द से बहुत लोगों के विरुद्ध है।
Net zero. Net zero का क्या मतलब है हमें नहीं पता, हम नहीं देखना चाहते हैं.
Outing है क्या?
Encroachment of lands. Can we put it out? Yeah, sure.
The world leaders not coming to term on understanding climate change. System change. Sustainable development. Oh, sorry. Publicity
I would
of-
like to share a reflection or two because there is a very clear pattern and we'll try to create a pattern here. कोई शेयर करना चाहेंगे कि उन्होंने क्या लिखा और क्यों लिखा, और अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस भी कीजिएगा.
Hi, my name is Anshu and I'm from Landrights Initiative at Center for Policy Research. I work as a researcher. I wrote digital mining, infrastructure development and land business. So I feel like this about these terms is because mostly when I work in tribal areas, a lot of times there is this idea that this land can be used for better development and it's a resource which we can use in a better way rather than tribals living there and having a sustainable ecosystem. So and the other thing, so infrastructure development, mining and landlessness is related to that. On the other hand, I'm actually at a stage where I'm fed up with all sorts of digital schemes related to land because I feel like the way we are have the approach that we have in India right now to the digitalization of land is very exclusive in its approach because it's including only the upper caste, the privileged, the urban, the educated people, but that's not the major population in India. So yeah, that is why I feel so good.
I'm Sambhav. I run this organization called Land Conflict Watch. Couple of words I wrote, carbon and green. I feel should be replaced. Carbon is sort of is a replacement for or an alternative that is used, and in many ways washes the accountability and responsibility of towards climate change. Like, you know, by adding a lot of carbon things, basically everybody wants to like sort of shed away the responsibility and accountability by technology, markets, etc. Around carbon, including carbon emission reduction, whole debate narrative around that. Green, again, I think is again used for greenwashing. So anything which is wrong, you can do something green, right? Quote unquote. What is green? Nobody knows. Green should be basically replaced for greenwashing. Another thing I forgot to add is wasteland, which should also be sort of removed from the. Someone has also actually already. The whole narrative about how wasteland should be used, what is a wasteland, is assigned to different things. In India, no land is wasteland. There is a lot of community uses, there is a lot of biodiversity uses, which is not recognized in the administrative debate or just the neo-technological debate of how land should be used. They think that wasteland is waste and let's do something about it. It's again a misnomer. So yeah, 3 words.
Thank you. Sorry, before we move forward, I just wanted both the facilitators to also introduce themselves. Sorry,
I'm Komal. I also work with Julia. I'm working on an partnership on healing metaphor in
Hi, I'm Vibhu. I'm intern here in ILC.
Thank you. So thank you. I think there are like a lot of patterns that we are seeing here, and let's keep this in mind next time when we are doing a story, next time when we are shaping narratives, next time we want to publish a report, words to have and words not to have in that. Let's move ahead.
So यहाँ पर अभी हम we saw the list of words that trigger us, that words that we don't want to see. But at the end of the day, these are a part of the narrative that is floating in the air, and that's the problem, right? So many times what happens is we want to bring change in the systems, but we end up using certain narratives to bring those change, and oftentimes we end up being frustrated. We end up really not able to really push the boundary. So what I thought is very important for in this context is to actually identify what is the difference between system and narrative. Okay. So let me just give a bit of a introduction for words in case some of you are not familiar with these words. Narrative is not just about story. Narrative is how exactly जो हमारे दिमाग में जिस प्रकार की जो grooves बैठ जाते हैं और उस grooves से फिर हम सोचने लग जाते हैं. भले हम उसको गाली भी दें, फिर भी वो grooves हमारे दिमाग के अंदर बैठ जाते हैं. Right? That's exactly how typically any narrative works. Those crevices is where I think we also need to focus a lot more. Right? We may not like to see them, but somewhere they still start shaping our minds. So that's what we look at as narratives. So narratives of course change, बदलते रहते हैं. So now अभी this big important question is कि system और narrative में cart क्या है, horse क्या है? ये एक इंग्लिश मेटाफोर है जहाँ पे कार्ट को पहले हॉर्स पे रखे, हॉर्स को पहले कार्ट पे रखे. तो सिस्टम्स और नैरेटिव्स में आपको क्या लगता है कि कौन से पहले आगे आना चाहिए? घोड़े सिस्टम्स में आना चाहिए या नैरेटिव आना चाहिए? यहाँ पे कोई मेरे पास कोई सही जवाब ऐसे कोई है नहीं है. तो वी हैव टू बोथ आंसर्स आर राइट इन wrong in many ways. What we would love to hear is your reflections and thoughts. What do you think should come first?
I don't think any.
Okay, why?
Well, see which way the horse rotted and pulling it is pushing it.
But that's where we are, no? Aren't we? If we look at the number of words we saw here, एक तरफ से ऐसे लगता है कि घोड़े आगे जा ही नहीं रहे. But where is exactly the change has to come from? Should the narrative be put on the front or should the system be put on the front? If we were to only look at these two answers, what is your right answer? What do you think is the right answer?
I think narrative.
Okay, why is that?
purpose of narrative is to build a good system. You're influencing something through narrative, and the objective is a good system. Okay. So narrative probably is a means to a good system.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Is it vice versa? If you don't have a system, when you have a system, that's when you want narrative. And then you build on that narrative.
Yeah, I mean, many times we don't have good systems, but we still end up building good narratives. We've done that many times,
Yeah.
many places. Yeah. Any more reflections?
नैरेटिव जो सिस्टम से निकला या सोसाइटी से निकला हुआ वो थॉट है, वो प्रोसेस है जो वो चाहते हैं, सिस्टम तो उन पर थोपा जाता है या उनको फोर्सफुली लागू किया जाता है। नैरेटिव से वो उनकी फ्रीडम, उनकी जो एक्सपेक्टेशन है वो आगे बढ़ सकती है।
ये बहुत सही बात कहा आपने कि सिस्टम जहाँ पे एक कंस्ट्रेंट आ जाती है, सिस्टम के खास स्तर पे एक जगह से ज़्यादा आगे जा नहीं सकते, whereas narratives पे we can focus on किस प्रकार चीज़ें ला सकते हैं। Great point. Any more else? Yes.
Similar to this only, I feel like narrative which is inspired or built by the people, जिनके बारे में वो narrative है, should influence the system and then it makes sense. So the narrative first, which is by the people, and then the system follows the narrative. Then I think it will be better.
I think the problem is with the picture.
But that's exactly why we are here.
Leave the picture and use the system narrated.
No, but that's exactly why we are here. To actually see the problem is in the picture, where we have to see how do we actually bring together the narrative and the system together. That's where a lot of systems are not working. Yes.
Well, coming from a society which is has a very oral tradition, which is all based on narratives, I think the narrative is very well governed by the system, just as much as the system governs the narrative. So they both need to work hand in hand together.
System exists in a paradigm, and you can change the system, but the paradigm stays the same. Paradigm could be business as usual, or greenwashing, making it in between. So if you change the narrative only, then let enable people to change the paradigm that would still exist. So you can keep pushing the system to change, and you can replace it with something else. Only when you engineer this course, then you make the system kind of self-sustaining.
Okay. One last.
Yeah, so my good point is that narratives will be narratives. Because you might have multiple narratives that can influence the system. So for example, the system that we have today is a system that we got, say, after independence. And that system was a narrative of, say, the elite class or the colonial class, right? But over time we see India has so many layers and so many narratives that somehow don't get captured in the system. So that's not narratives and not narratives.
Yeah, we still always have a formal India and an informal India, and they are always a conflict with each other.
Narratives are always there. System may be there or may not be there. Narratives might create a system. Even if there is no system, there can be narratives.
Yeah, that's where
Because
the formal
actually-
and informal comes.
There can be requirement and then narrative creates a system. And even if there is a system, there is a narrative. So a narrative is the pulling factor or the pushing factor, which would then create a system for the betterment of the society.
Yeah, in terms of there is an informal system that is in place, right? We were earlier talking about customary land rights, right? वहाँ पर there has been an informal system, and so there is a pastoralist who claims his right. But वहाँ पर कोई system नहीं है to actually enforce that informal system, okay? और a formal system नहीं है to enforce that informal system, and so we get into the same loop कि यहाँ पे है कि नहीं. So we want to take this एक और गहराई में जाना चाहते हैं. So we will look at the whole dimension on समाज, सरकार and बाजार. तो ये आपस में अगर आप सिविल सोसाइटी में काम करते हो, ये शब्द को आप लोग बहुत लोग यूज किए होंगे और सुने भी होंगे. So every individual is right now under the pull and is influenced by a lot by Samaj, Sarkar and Bazaar. So in this, one of the questions that we are also exploring is how are we, the narratives of land, climate, how are they getting influenced by Samaj, Sarkar and Bazaar? यहाँ पर संचार is the media there which is sort of oftentimes reflects what is happening there and also wants to change. But हम लोग अभी इस 1 घंटे में जो हमारे पास जो टाइम है, वी आर ओनली ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लोर समाज, सरकार और बाजार के बीच में तीन में किसके पास पावर्स है टू ब्रिंग द चेंज द सिस्टम. इन व्हाट वेज कैन वी चेंज द नैरेटिव एंड व्हाट वेज कैन वी अंडरस्टैंड द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द थ्री. सो वी विल डू द एक्टिविटी हियर. एक हमारे पास 2-3 आर्टिकल्स हैं. So ये common articles हैं, popular articles हैं.
I can just like talk a little bit, but I just want to make sure that we keep a lens of what Nivedita said, which is ये system ये paradigm पे operate कर रहा है. तो जब हम सोच रहे हैं तो इन ideas के ऊपर build करेंगे. The idea is not that we have a framework and we just follow that. The idea is that the new lenses that you bring into this are really important, like what within this are you operating, etc. What we are going to do is split into groups. I realize that the group size is really big. So maybe we can do, so we have 3 articles that we are going to read together. हमारे पास 3 आर्टिकल हैं और मुद्दा बहुत सिंपल है. अगर आप हेडलाइन भी पढ़ेंगे तो मुद्दा समझ जाएंगे, क्योंकि ये कहानियाँ हम हर रोज़ पढ़ते हुए आए हैं और ये कहानियाँ वही हैं जो हमने यहाँ देखी हैं. तो हम 3, I think we're 30, right?
Yeah, so can we quickly do 1, 2, 3 rounds so that we
Should we
split
like
the
make a group? I'm thinking let's make 6 groups. Otherwise the group size will be of 10, which is really big. We have. So could we do a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starting from here, and then we'll split in groups. We will read this article together. अपना जो interpretation है, जहाँ पे हम बैठे हैं, जहाँ पे हमारा काम है, उसको समझेंगे. और उसके बाद हमारी एक्टिविटी है कि हम इसको रीइमेजिन करेंगे कि हम अगर ये हेडलाइन नहीं और ये आर्टिकल नहीं तो क्या पढ़ना चाहेंगे. आप में से बहुत लोगों ने कहा कि पीपल शेप नैरेटिव्स, तो लोग क्या कह रहे हैं, किस नज़रिए से ये लिखा गया है. सो वी आर गोइंग टू ट्राई एंड रीइमेजिन द हेडलाइन इटसेल्फ. सो लेट्स डू अ 1 to 6 का काउंट. एंड रिमेंबर द पॉइंट. 6
1,
2, 3,
5.
We skip 6.
6. Your 6.
3, 4, 5,
6, 1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6, 1, 2,
4,
5,
6, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
1,
2,
Awesome. So if we can just gather in our group numbers, I hope सबको याद है अपने friends के 6. If we can just gather in our groups, move the chairs around.
So यहाँ पे अभी क्वेश्चन ये है कि जो हम लोग जो स्टोरी जो दिखा रहे हैं, इसके किस पर दबाव ज़्यादा है, समाज का या सरकार और बाजार का, किसका इन्फ्लुएंस सबसे ज़्यादा है, and how do we reimagine the narrative based on each of these three? So that's the question. We will give you you don't have to read the full article. बड़ा आर्टिकल है, अक्सर वैसे हम पढ़ते भी नहीं हैं, तो इवन हम हेडलाइन पढ़ेंगे तो काफ़ी है. हेडलाइंस पढ़ के फिर उसके आप समाज की तरफ से कैसे देखें, इसको बाजार की तरफ से कैसे देखें और समाज की तरफ से कैसे देखें. दैट इज द एक्टिविटी. इज इट क्लियर?
So yes. Can you also translate
If we can split in groups of 1 to 6,
Sure.
we will
So-
come around and read the articles. These are mostly in English, and if people in the group can help
I'll-
translate in other languages, etc., will be good. The activity is in 2 segments. One is about reimagining the headline, and the second is to analyze it from a systems lens. So हमने बात करी है market, society और सरकार की, and where is the media place. Yes.
I'll translate here. So what we are trying to do is essentially we're giving you a piece of article. You can read the headlines and then see what is it would take to rechange the narrative based on a Samaj as society, Sarkar as government, Bazaar as market. From the lens of government, market and society, what would it take to change those narratives? So you could either rewrite the narratives, or if you think that the narrative is not working out, you can kind of point out why it's not working out. So just focus on, right now we'll focus only on the narrative form. And once we do that, then the second part of the workshop activity, we will then look at what are the systems that are involved to actually bring those change in narratives. Yeah? So that's the 2 parts that we're going to work on today.
So, for the first segment, we have 15 minutes. These are the prompts on the screen. The prompts are what is the current coverage like that you all have spoken about, what issues are covered mostly, what narratives are mainstream, what are missing. The further prompt this is stories you wish were covered and for whom. Kiska benefit hai us story. Benefit lenses which is really important. If you could change the tone of coverage from witty to power, from problem to possibility, from invisibility to visible. If you think there are groups who are invisible, who are not shown in this, who are not spoken about, how do you change that? So we are going to have everyone remember their count, no?
Yes.
So
Six.
Four.
So one here, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So,
Let's get ourselves moving. Should we put on some music?
Four.
Number is 2.
4.
5, then this
5.
Where's 6? Sorry, this
4.
Are you looking for 4?
Yes, sir.
All the six here. And you all can introduce each other.
Yeah, we have 15 minutes, so yeah, so please settle down. आपके टीम में से एक को लीडर जैसे स्टूडेंट है वो विल समराइज इट एंड प्रेजेंट टू द
If one of you all can lead, give a perspective to the entire group, introduce yourself and
So you understood that you have to look at the headline and then see what we think can change the narrative. But sort of divide, look at all the aspects of Samaj and yeah. I think so that problem is
but it has a lot of photographs, so I promise it's not relevant.
right now the narrative relevant to this.
Yes.
Because the narrative goes beyond that.
This is the short one. There are some I can send you links. Is that helpful? Okay, but how do I send you links? If you just Google the headline article. For those who want to open on your phone, you can just Google the headline as article. If you want to open the article, you will just search the headline on your phone. On your phone, the headline search करेंगे तो article.
You don't have to go into the studio, you know, do a case study on it. So they break it into 8 parts, break it down to Samaj and then incorporate all the from that lens. Seeing from Samaj lens, how would a woman farmer's story be changed? If you were to look from Sarkar lens, how would it be? If you were to look from Sarkar lens, and we present here among all of them, and one of you write it down, and then idea is to focus and look at it. So it's not about making complexity, but we all make big judgments. So form a judgment based on what is here, and then look at wrestling. Go to easiest to look at your experiences. We mind we found the questions and then we look at how to achieve it. Not a samaj. So one of you could take the samaj, collect all things and then share it with the That's it. So one of you take lead, just divide the sheet into samaj. Here all the influences of people are interpreting the and then pressing it. Look at the article. Take, divide the sheet into samaj. Then here from how we so in this for women we have to do it how do you relate it? The last taking the whole so class taking how to do that. So divide the sheet into look at how you feel and then one of you would there's a group workshop this is 15 month workshop.
Ma'am, you can join that.
I'm okay. I'm happy.
So you can listen.
It's a very broad term, like oh yeah, no, maybe you want to do the direction of Sarkar, what would be the headline? If you want to specific quick headline of someone, what would be the headline? Bazaar, what is the market? Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll have to how women work the quota for that 40% is agriculture, because the land owners is nearly 50%. That's the whole information given.
Society is here, it's so sensitive. The resilience will show the communities. So,
Don't spend time reading a lot of the article. Idea is to rethink the narrative and work with the narratives, not on the article. The focus is not on the article. सर ये बैठिए
from the government side, they provide more loans Komal, let's keep that previously. That slide, let's keep it there. People are still looking at it.
Small farmers are good at inequality between the
Swallowed by the farmers.
We will do it till 12, and 12 we will do playback. We will not do we are short on time, so we are not doing the second activity. We'll only do the first one. At 12 we'll all share with everyone, larger group. Yeah? So,
which caused by poor policy, which the market is being used for the market is more from of the land because the market is trying to show from the motivation done by migration is government and the whole side.
Hey, that's the whole idea. You went to that. How do you recreate that? Becoming very intensive. You recognize ways of doing that's the thinking we're trying to do. When you look at it from a purely societal lens, we wanted a article. And if you look at purely from a purely about how to so we want to write down each of these
My bag, I'm just trying to
Maybe something like that will be
narrative from this article, maybe what should the journalist or the writer
We want to
that's very important.
some data.
Now, most of the farmers are associated that income is from livestock and grazing.
That's a difficult one.
The income from
not sustainable. I would remember that's
So unless we
Which group is ready already?
Ready?
Please wrap by 12, okay?
something like that.
Four more minutes. Please start consolidating in your notebooks.
Also, disagreements are good.
No, they are.
So I don't know how we do it, but it's
Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, should we start the share back?
Yeah.
We only have this room here. Hello?
We have this room till 12:15. 12:15.
Hello?
Can we all? So we are going to start the sharing. So you are the have this room till 12:15. So we request you to all settle down so that we can hear from the who is the first group? Yeah.
Hello everyone.
Can you please settle down?
Can everyone say hi together? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, can you settle down? We'll ask the first presentation to first group to share.
Just a few things to keep in mind, that we don't think that in 10 minutes we have the perfect answers. The idea is to jog our brains, to think about new ideas in a group, to think about and push ourselves in our perspectives, in our lenses that we hold. So the idea is that you all go back with a lot of more questions and a lot of more ideas to think. So request है कि जब कोई group present कर रहा है तो तुम सुनेंगे और अगर notes लेने हैं तो you can just pick up any stationery that is there. So yeah, over to group one and we will keep it to 2 minutes per group.
And one more thing is also when you're listening to people, try and see where is the intersection between Samaj, Sarkar and government. These are not existing in vacuum. Right? For idea stages, we can say these all exist in vacuum, but they are all interconnected. So when you're listening in, try and see how are they interconnected.
Also, if the first groups who are presenting the article can for everyone give the headline and the article was not.
Just give an overview. Yeah.
2 minutes per group, please.
Timer.
Yeah, let's time it.
We have 6 groups, so we'll put. Yeah.
Double the size of an Instagram reel. Shorts. Which group is going first?
This is 6.
5.
So, we have group number 5 and the article that we got had the headline, "The Fight Over Land Holding Back India's Green Energy Revolution." So we felt that the current coverage or the mainstream narratives of the article, it's a very long article, we couldn't read the entire bit, but from what we could grasp from skimming through the article was that in the article it was the most the focus was mostly on like how people are seen as stakeholders or obstacles or hindrances to like large solar development projects in the country. Land is seen as a finite resource, but how much is the need of the communities for this project was not reflected in the article anywhere. It was mostly the top-down approach that how people are not giving up their land or their relationship with the land was not explored in the article. Nowhere in the article it was mentioned like what is the community going to gain out of this, out of these like solar panel or large development projects. There was very less focus on industry and government's accountability on stopping violations. And lastly, there was like since the article was published in Financial Times, the focus was mostly on attracting foreign direct investments. That is apparently very crucial for the country's development. So if we had to reimagine the narrative, our focus would be on like people's relationship with their land, their identity, their livelihoods, how they are dependent on the land, having a say of the communities in these projects, more community voices, their perspectives, their knowledge. For example, what should be the native vegetation, etc. Instead of top to bottom approach, there could be a more holistic approach focusing on land, communities. There could be some mention of what are people or communities gaining out of all of this. It could be like more visible. And if we had to reimagine the headline, it could be like India's green revolution is leaving people behind.
So one question and reflection is the bazaar is completely out of the picture. It's a very strong Samaj and Sarkar led. So you may want to worthwhile think about why is that.
Yeah, no, I think it is the counter to it because the bazaar, the existing article is from the bazaar focus.
Yeah.
We say
So you wanted to counter that point.
and that's what.
What is the headline? India's green revolution is leaving people behind.
Thank you. The idea is to actually to really look at it. Now that's why if you were to, it is from a strong bazaar, but if you were to reimagine it from a different lens from bazaar, how would it look like was the idea of the exercise.
But this is really good reflections. So thank you. What
Thank
we
you.
try to do is capture all the reflections here in terms of the gaps that you all saw. And I think these are really important gaps that you all have captured. And hopefully यहाँ पे जितने communicators हैं वो इन gaps को पकड़ के इनके ऊपर और काम कर पाएंगे आगे जाके. So thank you. Let's clap for them.
Next group, who is ready?
तो हमारा भी सेम ही आर्टिकल था और हमने भी यही मतलब काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें पहले वाले ग्रुप में बोल दिए तो हम रिपीट नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन हमारे ऑब्जर्वेशन जो था वो हेडलाइन को लेकर वो ये था कि ऐसे शब्द यूज़ करना कि होल्डिंग बैक इंडियाज ग्रीन एनर्जी रेवोल्यूशन, जब आप बोलते हैं तो एक बहुत ही अलार्मिस्ट और एक बहुत ही नेगेटिव अप्रोच ये है कि जो लोग हैं वो इस चीज़ को, किसी एक रेवोल्यूशन हो रहा है, लोग उसको होल्ड बैक कर रहे हैं। जबकि जब आर्टिकल शुरू होता है तब इस बारे में बात हो रही है कि इस तरीके से लोगों के लैंड उनसे ले लिए जा रहे हैं। तो वो एक थोड़ा डिसरेंस, मतलब एक थोड़ा डिफरेंस है व्हाट इज, मतलब क्या बात हो रही है और फिर आर्टिकल में क्या आ रहा है। और हमें ये भी लगा कि मतलब पूरे पीस में समाज, सरकार और बाजार के बीच में भी मतलब एक कंफ्यूजन है कि किसके राइट्स की बात हो रही है, फिर कौन किसके बीच में कंफ्यूजन है, फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट का क्या रोल है, फिर सरकार जो नेट जीरो के टारगेट बना रही है लेकिन फिर ये भी बोला जा रहा है लेकिन उसके लिए लैंड नहीं है, तो कहाँ से क्या हो रहा है उसका बहुत क्लैरिटी नहीं था। तो हमारा ये मतलब अंत में ये भी था कि जब हम ग्रीन एनर्जी की बात करते हैं और उसमें बस एक ही आइडिया है कि ग्रीन एनर्जी का क्या मतलब होता है कि आप सोलर लगा रहे हैं और उसमें टाटा कर रहे हैं, सब कर रहे हैं, बढ़िया जो भी कर रहे हैं, हम कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन जो ग्रीन का आइडिया है वो किसका है, मतलब जो समाज, जो सोसाइटी इतने टाइम से चीज़ों को कंजर्व कर रही है उसको बिल्कुल भी कहानी में कंसिडरेशन में नहीं लिया गया है। तो हमारा जो आइडिया है कि उसको किस तरीके से रिफ्रेम करा जाए वो इसी उसमें कि अगर जो करंट स्टोरी है उसकी हेडलाइन जो हम डालेंगे तो हम उसे पलट देंगे कि कैसे वो जो एनर्जी वो है वो कैसे लोगों के राइट्स को इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहा है, और अगर हम उसमें आर्टिकल ही बदल देंगे तो हम लोगों के आइडिया ऑफ ग्रीन को डालेंगे और वो कैसे लोग सिस्टम का पार्ट हो सकते हैं।
I think you pointed out a couple of interesting points on the confusion between Samaj and Sarkar, and also there is again similar to this group, there is also an othering of Bazaar here. So we have to see how do we actually not other the Bazaar and bring it in. Okay, next group.
So our article is from 2024. The headline says only 1/3 of an agricultural household's income in India comes from cultivation. And yeah. So the first question was, what is the current coverage like and the issues covered in it? What we notice is that it is a very bazaar-centric and this was basically presenting SSO's data of All India Rural Financial Inclusion Survey from 2021 to 2022. This was just presenting one data point of an entire survey, and we felt like it was more of a gateway for a market. The issue in this entire article that we found was that the income disparity was covered in the agriculture community or the sector. What narratives are mainstream and what are missing. Society-led narrative was presented that how in agriculture society also is divided among two, which is the farmers holding larger land are actually making profits and their income is larger than farmers holding less land or smaller lands. And market-led narrative, because it was talking about income, household income and how they can diversify and all those things. What we think this could be reimagined in multiple ways. So for example, Samaj, the marginalized farmers or farmers holding smaller land chunks should have, this article should have highlighted on them. Then market, the data is actually a gateway for private sector to invest in certain things, machinery, financial support and all those things, which is not right. We would want the government side to be presented, and it should be, the government side was entirely missing. Basically there was no responsibility was drawn towards the government, because apparently it's a recent article and the current government had actually promised double income to the farmers, and this entire data shows a very complete different picture. So even though the article was very surface level, in one or two lines it could reflect on the government's responsibility on it. Basically, for the title, the title was actually showing a truth from a data which was genuine. but still there was a lot of injustice because there was a lost hope sort of a narrative was presented, and the farmers are losing hope, but they're more than what was just presented. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is really important. I have a reflection. I was at a workshop in Bangalore, and the point around data, कि कौन सा data present हो रहा है, बहुत critical question है. And I've just written a quote that I took away from there, which was whose reality counts and who counts the reality. So just leaving that thought with you all, because the centrality of the piece focused on data से किसका benefit हो रहा है और कौन उसमें से छूट रहा है. So thank you.
Also,
We are
there's
running
also
against time.
your emphasis on warm data. So if you see, look at what warm data is. Google Earth, we don't have time to go into that, but there's also there's an entire approach on looking at warm data as a way to change the way we look at narratives and data. Next one.
So a lot of points are already covered, so pardon my handwriting is very bad. So to a large extent, the narrative that we came across from the upgrading the headlines and subjects of the article is that land, income from land is not enough. You have to diversify. That's the only way that farmers can survive, and to a large extent that is the push that they are trying to take ahead. And agriculturalists are always poor and in debt, and they have byline, it has 7 times the income. The debt is equal to 7 times the income. So what we thought in terms of Samaj was to have and should be carried forward is the resilience and adaptiveness of the agricultural system. How even though the dependency since independence has been on the agricultural system, there is a sort of resilience in the agricultural and families and the system that diversifying income. There was a whole discussion about how communities themselves and the society is going towards that. They realize that that sort of is the domain to go ahead. Collective efforts of the small and marginalized farmers. So one thing that we thought could be covered in terms of Samaj is the collective efforts of the small and marginalized families forming collectives, forming FPOs, so that they could sort of fight this debt crisis and other sort of crisis that they are up against. So one thing that we heard in terms of Samaj, which is missing, is the migration aspect, how the debt is linked to the migration of people, farmers are leaving from one place to another. And the one thing in terms of Samaj is the women's contribution in this article was not adequately presented. In terms of Bazaar, we discussed about non-farm activities. The push that we thought from the article was the non-farm activities are much more lucrative than the agriculture. There is a need to shift towards that. Entrepreneurs without support, that even though smaller marginal farmers are not capitalists, they are entrepreneurs. Big farmers are the from capitalists, they have the income, but smaller marginal farmers are entrepreneurs without any support. So that is something that we discussed. Short-term cropping is unsustainable. You need to diversify cropping and make long-term cropping. One thing that other people also did is even though there was a mention of increase in the income, but the quality of life aspect of the farmers has not been adequately covered. So, Sarkar mein we talked about financial inclusions, the focus on big farmers, how the schemes and other aspects are always focused on big farmers, the lack of access to resources and other form of training and skill, how that aspect is lacking. One thing, reimagining article, the title and others, resilience of farmers with policy misalignment.
What is common both of the stories is the emphasis on Sarkar is missing. So I think there is a way to sort of bring the role of Sarkar into this and then look at the whole story. Next.
kind of we related different kinds of headlines. We don't really have them anymore. But one headline focusing more on Samaj was unaccounted status of India's farm workers. So it talks broadly about the issues with reporting in agriculture, and one approach was to target all three Samaj Sarkar Bazaar, a triangle keeping India malnourished. Then there was some discussion to reframe the focus of the article to a more positive, solution-oriented spin. So one was how feminist agriculture will boost India's GDP by 7.5%. One of the statistics in the article mentioned that women's individual labor contributes 7.5% to the Indian GDP. Similarly, there's women farmers are the unsung heroes of India's GDP. And then we had one about gender equality index, so leaving women behind. How low land ownership ranks India poorly on gender equality index. So we tried different approaches of clickbait, teaching legal business, solution-oriented, game-oriented, but we wanted to come up with a very
90%. Actually, there's also a question of definitions. Right? I mean, the word farmer is very male-centric. So in most of the other countries, they've adopted the word growers to actually indicate the levels. But हम लोग वहाँ तक पहुँचे नहीं.
We had the same article, and what we did was we first of all put each of the three stakeholders view this article. And for Samaj, while some think that this brings out the view of labor hardships that women face and throws more light on the struggle, the work contributions of women, some would also think this is normal because women tend to do a lot of unrecognized hard work, right? At the same time, there's also the question of whose land are they working on, right? Who gets what is the end product of the land? For Sarkar, one of the views that we discussed was that they would think, oh, this might be some person who might not know a lot about the on-ground schemes, etc. And the writers focusing on the issue and not really want to be in depth in the solution. It's already writing out of context of what is actually happening in rural areas. This will be one of the viewpoints of Sarkar. And another viewpoint would be that at least women are employed. That also could be one of the viewpoints because the focus has been on employment for a lot of governments. And since women make a huge percent of the agriculture, rural agriculture workforce, this could be one of the focus. They might also see it as a concern, right? And want to work towards information because also discussing that this is not just true for agriculture, but it is true for a lot of industries where there might be a lot of capital that you might need to invest. The same for waste collection, where collection and aggregation of waste that are good, but waste recovery and the machines required for waste recovery are all owned by men. So this could be also true for other sectors. Yeah.
And we also thought that it's from Bazaar, there's a lot of potential that women who are employed in agriculture. There can be a lot of other ways of earning for them. There are a lot of stories of power that have been existing where women have benefited from various livelihoods and have been earned in the country. So I think a lot of shift from the narrative from them as somebody not or from the perspective of Bechari, we also need to see what is happening on the ground. What are real some real changes happening? What are the moved up struggle to actually achieving something. That is the gap actually also see that. Okay.
You got a lot more depth on the policy side and how it goes beyond Bechari and all of that, patternistic kind of thing. So I think, thank you. We are almost at the end of time. We hope that you carry this lens forward in terms of seeing where each of them influences, how they all interlink with each other. Yeah, we are part of the network. This kind of transition.
Yeah, so just two things that we have captured all your insights here. If you want to take pictures of this, please do. The second is, we hope that this has opened up new ideas. I think a group के article में अलग lens से देखा which shares learning earlier. So I hope you are unlearning something, learning from करते रहते हैं, रोज job पे जाकर learn करते हैं. But if I can just reflect in the day on like one thing that you unlearned today, हमने क्या जो सीखा हुआ था उसको unlearn किया, will be really important. And you all can be part of the network. It is a very agile, कोई ऐसा structure नहीं है. We all come together, do some learning, unlearning sessions on different topics. You all can come and do sessions with us. We are a very diverse and mixed group of people from across 15 states. Who do stories, who look at data, who look at different trends, what is shaping India's opinion today on climate, food, consumers, producers, land. So you all can follow us on LinkedIn, drop us a message there. We all are around through the day, catch us, take our numbers, and we look forward to having many of you part of the group because इस learning cycle में हमारा broader network है that can also gain from your insights. And hope you like the session. If you have feedback, we are very open to taking feedback. Things that did not go well, things we should think about going forward, or any other ideas that so thank you for being part of this. We want to do a good photo like you always do for panel observation. Maybe we can do a quick group photo here and have people come to pick it out. There is another session on narratives happening where some of the participants and shares also panelists there. So please go and catch that session if you can. It is on narratives. But should we just do a quick photo because ILDC team is not pleased by us right now.